Oh geez. What up? What up? Hey guys, how we doing? Oh, we have a day of hard grinds ahead of us. I have to think about what my next upgrade is going to be. So, context on things we've changed since yesterday's stream. Now, as you guys may know, people that were here yesterday would know, but you know, I now have full red memories, and not just any red memories. I actually did invest in +2 hero trait levels. So we finally have this at level 5 and this at level 5. This I bought at level 50, so I didn't even have to deal with rolling myself. So that was very nice. But we're now in a spot where we can now start actually gaining DPS again. We've put the pieces in place, and now all we have to do, let's ban grinding. Stop, Les, how you doing? We're now in a place where we can actually work on the different pieces that will give us damage, because we so far these hero memories have been there to be, I basically decided to invest in them now, because if I didn't, I would have to deal with it later, and I didn't want to deal with that later. So here we are. So this is actually pretty good, getting one with minion crit and ES. That was why I spent as much as I did on this guy. And for context, if you wanted to get something similar with minion crits ultimates, there's nothing. Right, and now it's 23k. I paid 15k for mine, but max ES plus 2 is now that. Keep in mind, this is ignoring level. This is just saying, oh, it's ultimate, it hasn't been revived, and it's +2. It's not checking anything else. So very worth for me. Currently deafened on Discord, but I am curious to let Arcade know. Guess what? I just price checked my ES memory, the one I bought for 15k like early last week, and now the cheapest +2 with ES ultimate is 23k.
Sheesh.
The cheapest. Keep in mind, this is not level 50. The cheapest.
Some smaller stuff in between, but like not like full time.
Yeah.
Anyways. And the fact that I got one with minion crit is just chef's kiss. So that's why I actually spent the time to make sure like I grinded them early, because I just didn't want to have to deal with the inflation. And then because once the inflation sets in and I'm seeing the price go up, I'm just not going to want to do it. And we have some time before PoE, so I'm like I might as well try to min max. So that's the backstory as to why we have these. But these are things that will scale off of other systems that we don't have in place yet. For example, this really wants you to have origin effects. We don't have that much origin effect yet. This one also cares about a lot of like CDR. It cares about a lot of CDR because this is multiplicative ultimates cooldown recovery. So it's really good, but the more increased cooldown you have, the more value this is going to give. So these are like things that I will really enjoy later on as I start getting more pieces, like my weapon actually having a single T1 mod on it, stuff like that. It would actually multiply those things, but baseline, it's not a big DPS jump by itself. Now, since last stream, I've actually replaced my crits micro fates with origin. So now I actually have all 9 origin micro memories, which opens up the possibility of replacing this guy, because now I have a healthier, let me check. I have a healthy amount of origin effect, 57 on my Frost Magi, which we are going to multiply with inflation in the video game. Complete bullocks, right? Inflation does not exist. It's a figment of the imagination, especially in video games. You play video games to play, not to experience real world concepts. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I was talking about hero memories and how this enables, oh yeah, origin. I wanted to check price of the other one that's been going up in price that I kind of wanted to just spend on before it got too expensive. Star Trail. These are like 6K a piece. And I'm going to need minimum of 2 on them. Maybe 3. I'm not entirely sure yet, but probably 2. With 2 of these, we have 90% increase effect, which means Origin would be a lot better. If I can get more, I would like to, but minimum 2. And then beyond that, I don't think I'm going to farm up to an undetermined fate. I really don't. Because if you look at that, you're looking at 10K. That's actually doable. 1 more medium, 1 more micro. That is doable, actually. When it says does not use Destiny install qualification, does that mean what I think it means? Does that mean it's not going to count towards these maximums? Maybe. And if so, that would be an extra star trail that I could use. Can you actually have 3 different undetermined fates? I have never experienced undetermined fates, so I can't even speak on that. Never one time have I experienced this, because I always just write off as being out of my budget. But anyways, the plan is to get some of those to increase my origin effect. By increasing my origin effect, oh, and I got green shoots last night. But by increasing my origin effect, I will have a lot more regen. I'll have a lot more damage. So my next upgrades will be Vorax belts and a better wicked support, because I did the math, and to go from my current one 2.4, let me see, I have my calculator right here. Can I see where I was doing this? Oh yeah. So currently I have a 2.4, I think. I could confirm. I just want to confirm that that's what I have. Yeah, 2.4. That's what I currently have. So when I look at my origin effect for my erosion magi, it's 403. So hence why the calculation, brother. Well, anyways, hence why the calculation. So this is times the origin effect, and then I got 12. So, and then this is the amount of multiplicative damage for every minion I have. So times 11, I get 132% additional damage. So 132. And then if I were to upgrade this 2.4 to a 3.2, that goes up to 176. So that is almost, it's like 44% extra damage, like at multiplicative damage on one bucket, which is huge. Yeah, it's like 44% extra multiplicative damage, which is very significant. And that's just upgrading to a 3.2. If I had to go to a 3. Did I say 3.5? I didn't check for macro because macro just wasn't realistic, I think. Oh wait, did I? 3.5 is macro, right? Yeah, 3.5. I think I did 3.5 times 5.02, which is my current. Yeah, okay, so I did. On my current setup, I wanted to visualize what the difference between a 3.2 and a 3.5 would be effectively for like my setup, and it was 193. So it'd be like an extra 20. So like not as big of a jump as you might imagine. But so first things first in my upgrade journey is going for a 3.2, I believe, which is currently like 3.9k. I'm close to it, but not quite. 3.5. Basically, it's going to be something like this. So this is going to be what we're trying to hit today. Once you get a 3.2, then I can save up for Star Trails. Star Trails would then give me a whole lot of damage scaling. Well, will give me a decent amount of damage scaling using the origin effect, because then it would be giving me extra percent origin effects. But not only would it be giving me that, it would also be giving me some extra cooldown recovery coming from here. It would be giving me some extra effects coming from here, and that's a 7%. It would be giving me a whole bunch of different things that are nice. Extra sealed mana compensation from my Spirit Magi. A whole bunch of things that are still impactful. So that is why I think I'm going for like Star Trail soon. But in the meantime, I do have 2 green shoots. They aren't expensive right now, thankfully, and I got the same roll on both of them. The main reason for the green shoots is not because I need growth, it's because I need cooldown recovery speed. That's the biggest reason for green shoots. So yeah, and as you might imagine, we farmed a bit today, not too much, but we farmed a bit. And just an hour, so we're only going to cut in 1,000 FE. Having been on too long, I had to make sure I ate lunch before starting stream. And now the plan is to just grind. The one thing that Lit is so against, we're going to grind some upgrades, and yeah, very soon our damage is going to explode because of the simple fact that we got these multipliers early. We got them earlier than we should have gotten them, so they weren't as big because we didn't have the rest of the equation. And because we didn't have the rest of the equation, it wasn't as big of a boost. But every subsequent upgrade that feeds off of that multiplier is going to be a bigger upgrade than if we got it before. It's kind of how these things work. I am really looking forward to being able to craft my my Vorax belts too, because that would mean I have multiplicative CDR as well as some extra good damage. But the one thing about it that I'm not the biggest fan of is I will actively hurt my survivability doing that, and because I will hurt my survivability doing that, I'm not as incentivized to do it until I know my origin effect is very, very potent. Because what it effectively means if I get my Vorax belt is I'm dropping Light Hunter. If I drop Light Hunter, that means I lose the less damage taking modifier that Light Hunter, you know, actively has, which is a good defensive boost. This is a nice way to start the stream, of course. It's a very, very good defensive boost from the Light Hunter belt, and even more so than that is the regen. I'm constantly charging my ES recharge, so that plus the regen from my origin is what effectively makes up my why it's very seamless or easy to do God of Might rather, not War. So that's why I'm very hesitant to just replace it, because it would mean I'm losing some DR, and it means I'm losing some recovery, which are two very strong layers for God of Might and the strategy I'm currently doing. Man, the FPS just goes straight in the toilet once I start streaming, doesn't it? It's kind of wild that he does that. By the way, Lit, I forgot to say this last when you highlighted it, but congrats on your 100 stream streak. That's insane. That is a long ass streak. I mean, I assume now you're like 102 or something, but yeah, shit is insane. You're almost at like a third of a full year in just my streams. In a roundabout way, it is impressive that I am relatively consistent with streaming too, because this was achieved in, how long has it been? I think it's not been up to a year, right? So pretty good, pretty good. Pat myself on the back a bit for it too. Where is God of Might? There. So yeah, the main reason why I don't see like my health dip when I'm standing on this is because it's actively charging as well as regenerating with Frost Magi. So typically with Light Hunter belts, what would happen is you would never get to full ES. You would get to like 80%, and you'd basically be sacrificing max ES. You'd be sacrificing like a total hit pool so you can always regen. That's typically the trade-off with the belt. But because I have the regen from Frost Major that doesn't care about the less charge speed, the higher your ES is, because that's the downside of Light Hunter. The higher your ES gets, the slower the charge until it just stops charging, or until this charge speed is so low that you're just not keeping up. So because of that, because of the Frost Magi that doesn't care about charge speed, I'm able to fill up my ES anyways, even though for like the top, honestly, like 20% of my ES bar, it's all regen. It's the charge doesn't affect that. Ooh, 50. Wait, did he replace the 50 stack sound? Because I heard money and not holy moly. Did he do that? I actually enjoyed the holy moly. Because like I'd hear that and I'm like, oh shit, yeah, big stack. I have to check.
The winds will blow away all traces of your...
The coward worship his gods henceforth.
Drop filter. No updates. Item.
It's something.
What is the color it takes again? I think it's this one. No, this is Ultimate Ember.
Holy moly!
Okay, it's still 50 FE. Oh, jeez. Stack size greater than 10. Flame Elementium. So yeah, it's still using the holy moly.
Holy moly!
Then what happened? I didn't hear it. Justice for my man, holy moly. I am going to need to spend on my strat very soon. I have only 13 compasses left. Holy. I don't think I read the mods on this map. Hopefully there's nothing that breaks me. Like, nothing breaks me, but like something that's uncomfortable, like injury buffer or something. Speaking of injury buffer, I actually have to spend on my hero memories still. I removed barrier absorption rate because I just didn't care for it.
What is? What's that?
I feel like I'm forgetting something in this map. I forgot to check the mods again, but it was fine the first time around. Surely it's fine the second time.
Conflicts carry the weight of both honor and shame.
just a long, long
Look at that. Like, why are you not becoming vulnerable, my G? I don't get that.
In the flames stolen from the gods, he forged the Aegis.
I do think I see injury buffer, but I could be wrong. It might just be regen. It might be when you get to low life,
the winds
when the red gets to low life, recover whatever.
traces.
Could be that one, I guess.
Worship his gods henceforth. And enjoy this moment.
I need to remember down to do league mechanic.
The honor.
Upon entry, low life, restore life. Yeah, that's the guy. But other than that, I think it's all fine. Really, red armor is fine because I'm not really scaling armor. Sup, Hollow Edge? How you doing?
Conflicts carry the weight of both.
How you doing this fine Saturday? Yeah, Saturday. Holy Doro. All right, it was good that we decided to go for that rare.
We can be friends once you've turned to
In the flames stolen from the gods, he forged the Aegis.
And enjoy this moment. The champion deserves the honor.
I don't know why I'm still there.
don't worry.
With the coward
I kind of just tuned out.
gods henceforth.
Chilling, all good. Was catching up on Champions League. Holy, a football enjoyer. It's been so long since I watched any amount of football whatsoever. How's the farm? I haven't been on too long today. Like I've as you get from the top, I farmed like an hour today. I reset it for today, and so far so good. But yeah, I've been taking it chill. I don't know how long I'm going to stream today because I'm kind of tired. I don't know why. I think I had a longish week, so we'll see how it goes overall. But I am looking forward to what my upgrades are going to be. So but yeah, so far so good.
Cowardly worship his gods henceforth.
We've witnessed many final moments like
Hello, do you know about Iris 2? I'm struggling a bit. I do know about Iris 2. I'm fairly knowledgeable at Iris 2, though it has I played Iris 2 last league, so not too recent, like not today but like in recent times at least I've played it. What are you struggling with? Do you have any questions? What did a map dropped?
Stolen from the gods, he forged the Aegis.
perhaps we can be friends once you've turned to dust.
I have T0 on my initial growth. I still have cooldown on movement skill.
Enjoy this moment.
Are you Rock Magi?
Deserves the honor.
Is that what you're talking about? Your Rock Magi Slam?
Worship his gods.
Loaded. What's that?
Oh, Doro. Sweet Doro. If you're gonna proc like that, how am I supposed to say the strat isn't good?
Conflicts carry the weight of both honor and shame.
The winds will blow away all traces.
Even a 12 streak was that meh? Rock Mage's Towering Mountain skill. Okay. I mean, that is a very straightforward solution. Growth is not the problem why you cannot use the skill. The way Iris 2 works with its ultimate is just by being merged, you are going to be able to permacast a Magi's ultimate. But you are also it's going to A, degen life every second while merged, and B, it's also going to cost life for every single time it casts an ultimate ability, depending on the trait you take. But for most builds, you take the trait that makes you cost life. So every single ultimate it casts, it's costing life, and that green bar is your Magi's life. So when you have quote unquote cooldown, it's not cooldown, it's your Magi running out of life. So he has to reconjure until he's full before he can use any abilities again. So to fix your problem, you're going to need to get regen. There's your trait 3 should be applying your regen and your regain to your minions. So you need to get sources of self life regen and minion life regen to the point where they are regenerating more health than they are losing per second and losing per cast. Once you can solve those two things, you won't have cooldown on your stuff anymore. So you're trying to get a lot of life regen, which is why you'd find Iris 2 builds use stuff like Mere Eternity. You'd see like specific hero slates setups with like life regen, a lot of life regen speed and stuff like that. The guide is getting rejuve buff on pets. Rejuve buff on pets? Do you mean like Kismets? Deep roots. So here's the thing about deep roots. I don't know if I would recommend deep root or not, but one thing to note is deep root is a buff, not an aura. So by having deep roots, you gain the effects of vitality, but your minions don't gain it because it's not an aura. So instead of double dipping like regular rejuve would, it's only applying once because it applies to you and then your minions inherit it through you. But a regular rejuve aura is an aura, so it affects you and they receive it through you, but it's an aura, so it's affecting them directly as well. So it double dips and they gain the regen twice. So just keep that in mind. But if the guide you're following uses that'll be part of the equation as to getting them to stop reconjuring. So you'd want that. There's probably some life regen on like slates. There's probably some life regen potentially on like gears, so like Mere Eternity or a spirit ring with minion life regen speed, stuff like that. And then depending on the build, you probably also have Frost Magi, because Frost Magi is a whole lot of regen. You gain the regen, and as such your minions will gain the regen by proxy with your third trait. Yo, the FPS drop is insane. 30?
The cowardly worshipped his gods henceforth.
deserves the honor.
So you quit your old build and you started this one. It's your first time as a minion, but you helped me a lot. Thanks. Here's what I did so far. I'm glad I could help. You definitely want to fit enough regen. There are multiple ways to get regen and regain. I know I've been saying regen, but regain is just as important. The reason regain is important is because regen can only happen so often, and since there's a life cost whenever they use the skill, if you rely on regen, then scaling attack speed would just giga nerf you, because now it's attacking faster and as such your regen needs to keep up with it. But by going regain, it applies every time it's off cooldown, and the cooldown is much lower by base, and it scales the more missing life they have. So what happens is the lower they get, the more they gain in regen from hitting enemies. But it also means that they have a direct counter to help sustain with attack speed increases, because once they're attacking faster, then they are regaining faster, because the attack speed typically isn't faster than the regain interval. So unless it becomes to the point where the regain interval is slower than the attack speed, then sure. But so long as the attack speed is faster than the regain interval is longer than the attack speed, you're chilling. Did I say that backwards? Yo, my room is actually quite hot. Give me a quick second. Let me open my window, because shit is hot. All right. There isn't too much wind, so I'm not going to be able to benefit too much from it, but better than just completely having my window closed, I guess. Anyways, where were we? Less life regen is fine. Monster erosion is unideal, but like it's probably fine.
Conflicts carry the weight of both honor and shame.
We will go inside.
Bro, I missed pressing that twice.
From the gods, he forged the Aegis.
Perhaps we can be friends once you've turned to dust.
Okay, there is a bit of breeze. Oh god, why do I have suddenly have a headache? What the fuck? Holy. Suddenly have a headache. That's nuts. That might be going in and out. I don't know. It showed itself for like 2 seconds and now it's gone.
Conflicts carry the weight of both honor and shame.
Don't worry. That world is not scary. It's just a long, long time.
Yeah, this might end up being a shorter stream because maybe I'll just take the day a lot slower and just relax. And game at my own pace. We'll see.
Stolen from the gods, he forged the Aegis.
Perhaps we can be friends once you've turned to dust.
Worship and enjoy this moment. The champion deserves the honor.
So what is the goal for today if I were to go for like an item as a goal? Honestly, my goal might just end up being Wicked and Star Trail, like 1 Star Trail.
Don't worry. That world is not scary. It's just a long, long time of loneliness.
That would make sense. Wicked, obviously, because then Origin Effect skills our then Origin Effect skills damage more heavily, but it also would mean that I can now go more into Origin Effect for the regen without thinking, oh, I'm trolling my damage. Like, I dropped a lot of crits to get the Origin Effect out of my Kismets, and I didn't feel a DPS loss. So it's already a very healthy amount of scaling we have between nourishments. Between nourishments and the actual Wicked scaling. Which is why I wanted a damage loss, right?
Conflicts carry the weight of both.
If I didn't, I don't know if I gained damage or not between the two because I didn't check 1-to-1. But I imagine I either gained damage or I stayed the same. I think I just gained that. I think I gained damage. Unironically, even with my worse off Wicked.
In the flame stolen from the gods, he forged the Aegis.
Perhaps we can be friends once you've turned to dust.
Worship his gods. Can you enjoy this moment? The champ.
I think I'm going for mystery chests.
Conflicts carry the weight of both honor and shame.
That it can reach
mean,
that
the
peak
thing
with
is,
not that
like,
much.
the
All right, I'm
change-
back.
Welcome back. The change to Millennium.
I am streaming, so heads up.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I mean, that change put me to like that more than doubled my DPS. It's like it's kind of tripled.
So effective.
Yeah.
The chromatic
so-
shot is an insane skill. I don't understand why that skill
Yeah.
made it in, but
By the way,
whatever.
chromatic shot level 39.
What's that?
And my slates are still kind of like. I mean,
Oh, you're still
this one.
going chromatic shots?
Yeah, I'm
He's
I'm
not
gonna keep
swapping.
playing Magic, but I mean, if you look at like my slates, otherwise, like this is just okay. Something
Holy.
like
Starter slates.
yeah, kinda starter slate. So that's a potential next thing. I mean, I bought this one, paid a bit for that. For this, I mean, I went just for proj speed because like I didn't have that much ME. I settled on this. I mean, with Gale, proj speed is kind of nice. Oh! Here, another one. Ouch.
We've witnessed
What happened?
Okay, fair.
moments like that.
No.
Just looked for like one with any attribute, proj speed, and another useful mod. Yeah, I have a bunch of proj speed now. I have a bunch of.
Okay. I'll just quickly def it myself and then we can continue. So we don't interrupt your conversation.
Conflicts carry the weight of both honor and shame.
Holy moly!
There we go. That's the holy moly we wanted to hear. I'm glad he wasn't removed.
Stolen from the gods.
I should do this. Oh, jeez.
The winds will blow away all traces of your existence.
Yoink.
Let the coward enjoy this moment. The champion deserves the honor.
Yo, I am still hot. Holy. There was some breeze initially, like just a very light amount. No, that feels like that shit is gone. And now it actually feels like I'm making my room hotter by actually having the window open and having sun coming. Jeez.
Witness many final moments.
Questioning my decision right now.
Some
Because all of a sudden, I actually now feel sweaty.
Conflicts carry the weight of both honor and shame.
Don't worry, we're still making preparations. Don't worry, that world is not scary. It's just a long, long time of loneliness.
In the flame stolen from the gods, he forged the Aegis.
Where's God of Hunts?
Coward worship his gods.
It's something.
Ooh. Am I out of compasses? God, I am. All right. Fair. Now, how much do I need to get a full stack of you? You are currently 31.0, so like
The stars that vanish.
10 is 310, 3.1k is, I guess I'm going to need, okay. All right, it's time to liquidate, I guess. Deep space rezos. Collection doll. Then collection doll again. Damn, these guys are now expensive, or even more expensive. That's wild. Alerts. Compass deep space. Sinful plunder. Containment. Valiant War. Where's War Z3? Purple Sinful Plunder. Secret Fossil, Secret Fossil. When am I going to work on my gear? We're done with hero memories. Well, ish. I want to keep the Secret Fossil just in case. I decide to do it before too long. Just in case. Consultation. Gear profound. There's another unknown that pisses me off, but we won't talk about it. All right. Yeah, this is fine. Where were we? Tomorrow's directions. I should turn those things in, shouldn't I? I kind of should. But let's leave it for now. Just for now. Generous elites. Compass profound. Divine Dark Surge. Returning Black Cell. It does look like they're going a bit down in price. It doesn't matter. There's no point in repricing it again. Flourishing Deep Space. There. Truth fossil, truth fossil, truth fossil. I want to keep you for now. I'll actually just stack them up myself. Fated Arcana Compass. I feel like I should keep the beginning of the end. In any case, I should have enough currency for what I need to do now, which is buy 100 maps. Because I still have almost 5 KFE and there's stuff being sold right now. It looks like this is actively getting cheaper, which I like. Okay. So we're just not going to see. Hmm. I need 94 or 95 actually. Hmm. I'll put it for 31. Bro. Can I find one that is like a big bulk instead of 10, 12s? This is the last page. Fine, 20. God damn it, does it 49? 32. 32. 55. 86. Wait. Yeah, 86. So I just need 14 left. That is too many. I would have appreciated you earlier, but that is too many. 46. 86 rather. I need 14. So yeah, this should be fine for that. Bro. That 13, yo. And that is 1899. Sure. That should be it for the 6 gods or the mystery treasure gods. Slightly more, bro. Next up, we need Goddess of Hunt T1. $3.4. Nice. It's going down. Okay, we have the full set, 99. Then we have Might. 0.32. This is not a compass I buy in 50s, my dude. Where is it, 99? Sure. 99. And then we have the last guy, which is you. Ascendant Ecliptic. I can just check here. Basically still 6. $22. 38. 50. 70. 80. 90, 100. That was easy. I think that's all the compasses, right? I think that's it. How much do I have left? 2k. Holy, I have 2k left after buying 99 of everything. I have 2k left. We'll run this one so that we can have it saved. But with 2k left, that means
Conflicts carry the weight of both honor and shame.
with 2k being left, that means we can buy upgrades with that. So what did I say the next upgrade was going to be? It was going to be Wicked, a better Wicked, which is round about the same cost. So maybe I'll use my tax tickets depending on how much it is. Or the liquidations keep going and it might be enough at some point. But if I have 100 maps to go, I can actually be a bit reckless with my upgrades for a bit. With how much I'm making in profit. All right, let's price check this again. 3.2 is going for $3K. Can't I liquidate into like an extra 1,000? Nah. Maybe if I it'll be too uncomfortable, I think. Too uncomfortable.
Conflicts carry the weight of both honor and shame.
You're the moonlight that never stays still, a part of every lonely, fleeting moment. Perhaps we can be
We have 50 seconds.
you've turned to dust. Don't worry, that work.
Enjoy this moment. The champion deserves the honor.
In the flame stolen from the gods, he forged the Aegis. Worship his gods henceforth.
Holy. We love to see that. We love to see that. All right. Show me that the investment was worth it already. Why is God of Hunts 97 instead of 99? It should have been 98 if I got a full stack of it. Why is it 97? I don't think I've already run 2 maps, have I? Either way, cage drop equal huge drop.
Conflicts carry the weight of both honor and shame.
forged the Aegis. The coward worship his gods henceforth.
Can I leave? Can I leave? Can I leave? I don't care for all buff effects being taken. I used to think I did, but like it really doesn't do anything to me. It doesn't do anything to God's chest as far as I know. It just makes the boss harder to kill.
In the flame stolen from the gods, he forged the Aegis.
Yo, I am fucking hot. What the hell?
The cowardly worshipped his
This is the point where, you know, I would be very ecstatic if my building decided we deserved AC before it was literally just boiling outside. Holy revive.
Enjoy this moment. The champion deserves the honor.
I feel like the one reason I might remove auto league mechanic is because with the revives I get, it is kinda, it's not the greatest for it because it doesn't get the biggest bonuses. No AC for like in years past, these guys have been very slow on the change. My conspiracy, I don't know if it's conspiracy theory. My theory is they want to reduce costs because utilities are included. So they're like, yo, the temperature is still cold outside. It's not. We've been seeing like really good temperatures lately. But they're not going to turn on the AC. No, they're going to wait until I'm literally dying. The inside of my apartment feels like the insides of a dragon. Like it's just hot, and then they'll be like, okay, we've been getting complaints, and if you currently are experiencing it, would you like to come get a fan? Like, what the fuck is a fan supposed to do? Then after that, they'd be like, when we are getting very restless in the building, they're like, all right, we're turning it on. It'll take a week, bruh. So the fact that they haven't actually even started turning it on concerns me because it's getting, the weather's getting very warm actually. And the worst case scenario, like, give me the fucking AC, man. It's actually very annoying. And they do the same thing in the winter too. They take the time to turn on the heating. So for a brief period, my theory is, like I said, they do it so people are not using the units because they're like, oh, it's hot. It's cold already outside. Nobody's going to use the AC. Leave it on for like an extra week so we save costs. Like that's my guess as to why they would be doing it, because it is ass. Every single season change is a pain. Actually a pain. And I'll tell you, if I had to pick one or the other, I honestly think I prefer going from hot to cold, because like I have a standing heater in my room. Like if they don't turn it on, I'm gonna turn that shit on myself. So like I don't care about their heating, but like the AC, there's no solution to that. Everywhere is just hot. I have like a fan that can take water and it technically helps, but like it is nothing compared to like actually having an AC. Like, you know, it's just, don't make us wait till it's like 20 degrees out, my guy.
Conflicts carry the weight of both honor and shade.
Where is God of Might? What? Guess it could be here. Nope. I don't want to get to the end. Oh, it's here. Yeah. I was gonna say I don't want to get to the end and I don't see God of Might. It'll be the second time I've done it today where I just casually walked to the boss room. I didn't see the God of Might and I didn't bat an eye.
Worship his gods henceforth.
Enjoy this moment. The champion deserves the honor.
I don't have golden cages that are more expensive now. Let's check. They're getting cheaper. No! Where are the cage farmers? What the fuck? I'm gonna refresh this. No reason why I should be using bot cards. Injury buffer is not great. This is fine.
Conflicts carry the weight of both honor and shame.
Perhaps we can be friends once you've turned to dust.
In the flame stolen from the gods, he forged the Aegis. But the cowardly worship his gods henceforth.
We've witnessed many final moments like that. Some
But yeah, hopefully I don't have to deal with the heat
Conflicts carry the
getting too bad before they decide, yeah, maybe we should, have mercy on them and just
still making preparations.
turn it on early.
In the flame stolen from the gods, he forged the Aegis.
Holy, what was that damage?
But the cowardly worship his gods henceforth.
Loaded? What's that?
Fortuitous cube. The one thing I have against having my window open is that it's just going to be more background noise for you guys potentially. That's nice.
Don't worry.
The bright side is I don't think you guys will be able to hear much unless I'm speaking. The downside is that it's there and it exists. You think we hear anything except the game and Discord? Okay, then that's good. That's really good.
Enjoy this moment. The champion deserves the honor.
Perhaps we can be friends once you've turned.
In the flame stolen from the gods, he forged the Aegis.
I should go get a cold drink. I think that would actually help. Maybe I'll do that after this map. Why do they feel like just dying slower? We didn't give them anything crazy, right? Oh god, we need to kill time mark boss. Ooh, Doro, thank you though. Didn't we go on a time mark boss killing spree? I think we must have cut that short. We probably cut I think we cut that short. I don't think we've run that many maps yet. I want to do this before I forget, so I'm going to do this before I go get the drink. Because I don't want to forget again. In the next set, if we're able to get our wicked upgrade very soon. If we're able to get it very soon, we'll start going for Plane Watcher too. I also want to try to start slowly upgrading my dependence on growth, because the more growth we have, or the more growth scaling factors we have, the stronger we're going to be, because, well, I currently have 600 growth stable. I'm not using Circle of Life, and I'm also not using Talons of the Abyss. But it's funny how both of these are contingent on...
Loaded. What's that?
Oh my goodness. This would have been insane leagues ago. I don't know if it's still insane. Please be insane. Please, please, please. Still good. It's still good. It's still good. But it's nothing crazy. Like, imagine I got this 2 leagues ago.
Like a week early or something, or like the weekend before.
I just got a lucky drop.
Oh, nice.
It would have been a lot. It would have been a lot luckier if this was like 2 leagues ago or something. But check TLI chat, I guess.
Ralph's journey.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The Ericas.
Yeah.
I just dropped 3 rough items, and that could have been a Ralph's journey. Yo, dude, Sag.
What did you drop?
Ralph's laws. I dropped 3 of them. They're all trash.
Lol. 07.
One day my league mechanic will proc on the most insane unique. And just like the people in Pal's Discord that are whales, I will triple eternity. And best believe I'm corrupting them all. When I do.
No, you won't. You're not going to well. Why are you gooning? What
so
did you get?
much. Triple sprouts. Why did I said that? The league mechanic proc that.
Oh, lol.
Nice. How much
GG.
are you going for?
How much is what going for?
Sprouts. 120, yeah.
Okay, that's fair. Decent.
So that's a very big influx. What do we
I
have
dropped the
here?
Cage, by the way.
I dropped the cage as well.
30. It is 1 in 30. 1 in 100 is kind of crazy then.
I don't know if
It's
it's. I don't know that it's unlucky / lucky.
With Dora, of course. I can't speak for
Dora
her.
doesn't break cage. Don't forget, she doesn't drop cage.
Yeah, Cage is actually just guaranteed at the end.
It's just
Like,
it
not
has to,
guaranteed, but like it has a chance to drop from the God
the
chest.
yeah. Dora doesn't influence cage.
A cage is it's just an astrolabe, and with a chance to upgrade, you can just because God chest, at least last league, used to like pretty much always give you astrolabes, and then with a small chance to upgrade.
I don't know if he always gives the astrolabes currently. I think we get a good amount of astrolabes, but I feel like there are maps where it doesn't drop in an astrolabe. But I could be wrong.
I feel like I always see astrolabes.
Like I get a lot of ecliptics and whatnot. So
Yeah, those are astrolabes.
I know, but like I don't know if it's every single map. I see that. I feel like there might be some maps like here and there where I don't see that ecliptic drop.
But also,
But I'm not 100%. I haven't been paying attention.
E-compasses anymore. You can't recycle them to the vendor material anymore. That used to work plus with
Like recycling
like the
bad,
basic.
like recycling bad astrolabes.
Yeah, astrolabes
really?
used to be like fully like just a full compass, but now also on in the optionals they're separated.
Yeah, just I think they're still described as special compasses, but yeah, I wouldn't be
Do
surprised.
they count for 3 to 1? They don't.
No,
I mean,
no,
you'd see the
also, there's no
material.
3 to 1ing. It's like I think it's 10 to 1 in the vendor.
Yeah, something like that.
Blue ones, 10 to 1, and they made that impossible because look what you get as a reward if you try to recycle one. Get nothing on an astrolabe.
What is?
At least on the
For
blue
us,
ones.
the ascendant, the ecliptic astrolabes are like not that cheap, I guess.
Let me see.
Are they 1 FE a piece?
Ascendant astrolabes, like
Ecliptic, even just the normal ones.
I mean, I get a good amount of them when I sell them. They're like 1 FE for the blue ones.
1 FE for the blue ones.
Let me see. Recycle. Yeah, you don't get anything for
You used to get, like,
recycling
these
clockwork.
shards back. You used to get these shards back.
Another
Yeah.
God's chest nerf.
Yeah, that's why for a full stack of dull compasses, you can buy for 2 FE,
Exactly.
3 FE even if you're lucky.
Oh no. Wait. So dolls don't count?
Dull the absolute, so the blue ones you can't
No.
you can't 3 to 1.
Doll is not a compass. It's
That's
like
why I
not a
got
classic
nothing from it.
compass.
I thought I just
They're
like didn't
called
see it.
astrolabes. No, they're called astrolabes. They're not called compass.
I
Anymore.
kind of we probably drop a lot of it. I mean, maybe we go one map or something where one doesn't drop for some reason.
I'm not
but I
saying we
feel
don't
like
drop. We drop a lot actually. I'm not saying we don't. Like
I've
we
been having like 400 fucking dolls.
like I have a lot of dull compasses or astrolabes right now. I have like 5 stacks, 4.5 stacks. Like I said, we drop a lot of astrolabes. I just don't know if it's every single map we're dropping it.
Can't 10 to 1 that, Sag.
Mm-hmm. Kind of thought we
So
could,
guess
but
so
I didn't pay attention.
There's no point in selling.
Yeah, it just takes up market slot. Unless you want to just, there's no point.
Yeah, there's really no point.
Player additional ES charge speed. Surely that isn't bad, right?
Of course not. It's like when I ran that life interval regain map, I literally started screaming because every time I moved, I died.
Okay, that's
It literally removed. The mod basically removed 2 of my regain interval slates. That shit was insane.
that is hilarious.
I think I mentioned it to you.
So that double dips on me, doesn't it? Because what affects regain interval affects my life.
Yes,
that
but
does both.
the question is how much ES regain does he mod give you ES and life?
Yes, it gets gears on life.
No, not the mod. The things you're getting. Do you have ES scaling?
I get both. Yeah, I have ES as well. Yeah.
Then yeah, it's
Because I
a
literally
double
couldn't
whammy.
move in the maps. I literally couldn't move. I was trying to run to the boss. And I literally just realized I'm just dying. I was like, alright, bro, this map is over.
What is this? What is this event? Each time it surges it's a shrink one. Why can't I click? The fuck?
Golden cage.
A second one?
That's lucky. That's lucky. 2 and 30 is like.
Don't worry. That world
I kind of want to hide the string materials if I'm being honest.
Drink.
Yeah, the harp material.
I'm trying to still min-max some, so I'm not gonna. I need to get some radius. I guess if you're not doing league mechanic, then probably yeah.
I mean, right now I'm doing one of the events. That's the shrinking one.
I feel like there isn't that many events.
What do you mean? Okay, I think we're done here. Wasn't worth the time. Was not worth the time. Did I notice the minus charge speed? I didn't really.
Conflicts carry the weight of both honor and shame.
Jeez.
Don't lure the moonlight that never
I
stays.
was watching a business tryouts, no pets, Arcana Deconic,
Yeah.
and he dropped an undetermined fate
What the fuck?
in his like second or third map.
That's wild.
Didn't look.
That's actually crazy.
Now he has enough money to go actually test out the mechanic for the people who don't have the pets without worrying about losing money.
I mean, he has made more money from that strat than even some Arcana
those-
farmers.
Some Arcana farmers. I find that did you find the mechanic like even like remotely interesting? I feel like I don't find Arcana that interesting as a mechanic.
Do I find it interesting? I don't know much about it. Like, this is Arcana season. I didn't play much, so like I know how I know the gameplay, but like the parts I think I might find fun are parts that I don't engage with, which is the board system. Because I'm sure there's the dopamine you're missing is in the, oh, I just got this chest. What question mark cards am I going to get? Can I upgrade them? What decision am I making with the cards I have in hand? That is the fun part of the mechanic, not from touching the cards in your map and being pushed back.
Yeah, the in-map mechanic is horrible in my opinion.
Like, does that make sense?
Yeah.
I think that's the fun to be
mechanics.
had, kind of like what June would look like, I guess, but it's not really
Like you're
June,
setting
but
up some big shits, basically, is what you're saying.
yeah, like on the
Like
way
a multiple gold chest run.
yeah, it's like, oh, now you or you get to you gather chests and all of a sudden you get one card that maybe turns out then rainbow, that kind of like feeling. Okay, I think that would be the appeal for Arcana, and I mean we don't engage with that part. We only see the map one, because everything you do in your map is just so you can go back to that board.
Yeah, you want to do as many boards as possible.
So would it get eventually it will probably just be meh, where there'll be a few very
Depends on how
surprising
fun
moments.
the board mechanic is, because Vorax board gameplay was actually chill. I didn't complain during Vorax board gameplay.
I got tired of Vorax board gameplay. It was
You get
fine
tired
at
of board
start.
gameplays in generals, though.
So
You get more bored of those than the map ones.
so
Case
this
in point, Vorax. Case in point.
just Snowpaper and Vorax.
Fucking
I enjoyed
Snowpaper.
Missville.
Yeah, but you haven't touched that shit since then. And you used to remember when you thought you would buy you get Misfield pets.
I didn't have level 1 of that pet.
That's what I said. You remember when you were like, "Yo, Misfield." Remember?
You know, but hear me out. The reason I haven't touched Missville is because I forgot it existed. I'll be very honest with you. Like, it wasn't until this season where I was like, oh yeah, Missville is a thing that I could actually farm if I really wanted to.
You always forget that it's time to buy activation minions.
Yeah, when I look at that wind rhythm price, I'm like, okay.
How much is
But like,
it?
actually,
Cheaper than
like,
chromatic shot.
I'll be honest, until I think it was Don the Crown's video on pets this league. Because I just watched it.
Scene 6 was, so you watched it, right?
No, I just forgot it existed. I don't know why. In my head, it just didn't exist anymore.
Level 6
Like-
Misfields.
like
Zero levels of power.
Like I knew eyes were a thing. I still there were still things I considered rarely when I was thinking of boss rushing. Like
I think you care less
I
about
just-
eyes now. People would rather just do Snowpaper, because that one you can actually boss rush with it and put it on the bosses. 'Cause
yeah,
eyes, you can't put it on anything else
You-
but those fucking monsters.
you have
And
to
you
spawn
kill
them,
in a profound map, and they literally drop nothing.
and it's literally just a chance of the eyes. It's just a chance. You're not guaranteed to get the eyes. Not only are you not guaranteed to get the eyes, it's only them that are getting it. And then if you want to get more than one or two, if you replicate that one in your map, you have to use a compass, and the compass is also expensive. Whereas if you gather all the boss rush Exodia pieces and if you put Arcana in there or Eterna in there, he's dropping all the Exodia pieces and his own, you know?
Yeah.
So that is a problem. But yeah,
That's just all
I genuinely just forgot Misfil existed. Like I actually
Really, you can see that level 6, right?
I think that's a no for me. Like I'm thinking about,
You
I'm
do
actually,
know how insane it is, though, right?
I'm not thinking of the rewards. I'm thinking of the actual gameplay of it, and I like the decision making when it comes to
Decision-making is
the
actually so fun.
misfeel. I think that was the biggest appeal when I was new. But like now that I remember my beginner experience, you know what I was feeling back then? I was feeling like I couldn't make profit on it because I just could never justify the eye cost versus the days I was getting. And now I've come to realize that a big part of that was probably not having the pets. You know, because I didn't have the pets, which meant I didn't have the rerolls for certain decisions, which means whenever I was gimped, I was gimped. Like there was no recovery. Whereas if I had rerolls, maybe
why those people have mapped out all the different things for it, because they could basically just like they have the pets to just, you know, what is every possible option we can get. And it's not even fully random.
It's like when you spawn, there are rules to where the game can place the clock tower, which was part of the fun of the mini game. It's like, oh, it can only spawn within, if it can't spawn within X amount of squares of a no move square. So if you get to one and you can't move there, you know, okay, it can't be in any of these squares.
That was really
Let me check
cool
elsewhere.
That's a really cool skill ceiling thing.
Yeah, I agree. Like that was the
first run, because you're just fucking clicking and dying.
And I do like the roguelite elements of Mistville, where like you start off and each run you're getting some power that is like permanent and staying, right? You're getting those notes. Those notes are giving you
because it
different
makes it mature before you have everything.
Yeah, but like once you then get everything, you now have like Exodia essentially. But at the same time, I think
ZM, who plays every honestly, 3 TLI leagues.
Yeah, but honestly, I don't like Mistville at all. To me, I think the most fun leagues in TLI, like, I mean, I do enjoy like a good board game stuff, but like the most fun leagues, number one would still be for me like Clockwork, and second would be Outlaw.
Yeah, I haven't touched Outlaw in so long. I might have to come to your house and just play Outlaw on your computer just to remember what it felt like to play this thing. Because I haven't played Outlaw since literally Outlaw. I
just remember the music. That fucking music. I got so tired of listening to that shit. I was like, every single map. We run thousands of maps a season. Every single map.
Music.
You don't remember the music? That will start whenever you click the chairs and they start running away.
I actually, like I said, I haven't clicked this as Outlaw League. I generally don't remember. The game was so different back then.
What was different about it?
That was the time I made it the farthest ever. Remember that, Ashram? Firebird?
True. And then
rose up for you?
And just stopped playing, kinda.
I did Moto 2 that league. And I was so annoyed about the mechanic. Like I think I picked the
played Moto that league.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Ashram, we both played Moto that league, didn't we?
No, you didn't. No, you did not.
I played TBO.
There was no universe where you hear my complaints and you think let me roll Moto. There is no single universe where that happened, my guy.
What league did we play Moto? I remember you played it and I copied your setup.
That must have been before that. Like
that was before that. That was like, that was. The question.
It was so easy to reroll that.
This season you asked me about Moto because you had a friend that was going Moto. Was the season
right?
The first was the season where Zenem went hard on Missville. And I think that was Snow Paper.
Zenem is actually like, I know. Listen, I'm not saying autistic as an insult, but I need you to know the autism is insane with Zenem. Bro does Missville and TLI, logs out for 3 leagues, doesn't hop back on until he wants to do Missville again. Bro goes to PoE 1 and literally just rolls Watchers from day 2. till 5 mirrors. Like, what are you doing, man?
Or he just lives in heist and yeah.
He's making
Are
money.
you rolling watchers, bro? Need money for what? He made a fucking.
He needs to be able to buy more watchers. He needs to fund his watchers.
Being like, damn, I guess I've never seen someone do this before. And then I realized this is one of the worst. Bro, you're a content creator. What are you doing? You're literally sabotaging anyone who has any interest in your content. Do you think there's anything fun about him clicking Beast for like 12 hours a day?
Yeah, seeing his mirror number go up.
I mean, with weird beast strats, at least I do enjoy the slippery gym videos later on, but I don't think I would want to watch him stream that either. But his videos are hilarious as fuck.
So I did that shit for like a week. I just think when you're a content creator, like you're obviously I'm like,
Yeah, no,
you're making that for
Hopefully not
it's for your audience.
yeah.
But I mean, he makes more money from actual guys than from streaming, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Level 6, level 6.
The truth.
What now?
Level 6 what? What are you talking about?
Level 6 Sand Island. What now?
Oh, just keep upgrading your core. Like it's core, Sandalite does the back and forth until you can't upgrade your core anymore. Until your core hits level 8, I think is the highest level.
7 now. Are you kidding?
You need a lot of coins to go for certain upgrades.
I have 100. I have like 150k. I
Yeah, you
basically
should.
spent most of this thing farming.
Yeah, I'm never touching Sandlord again. Like, nope, thanks. I don't like upkeep games.
Love
I really enjoy Sandlord. More so than I feel like I enjoy Sandlord a bit more than Settlers of Kagura because of the simple fact that you can spec into the mechanic and gain so much gold. Whereas in PoE, gold is just a big fuck you when you're doing Sandlord.
That's the fun part. It's like PoE fucking sucks. It's for me too. Just speaking to my experience.
Like I love that when it's like it's so weird. You spec into it and you're barely getting gold because the mechanic itself isn't giving you monsters that really spawn that much gold versus if you were to just blight. So you don't gain upkeep advantages by running the mechanic. You just gain like now you gain the money material, which makes sense, but like you're no better off when it comes to upkeep. I think that feels very off to me. But I also get it. They probably don't want it to become a bot farm or something.
Yeah, also Settlers still has the issue. I mean, they fixed the stuff with the shipping now, but they still have the issue with the mappers. They still need to delete those, like not make them really a thing for just playing the game, because fuck mobile games. And yeah, then
I would like them to take these.
It's still a bot farm, so I don't think anyone is fixing that.
yeah.
No, when I say bot farm, I mean more so like they don't want Settlers to be a source of bots to farm gold to use elsewhere, not necessarily on Settlers. Does that make sense?
Oh, okay.
Like they don't. That is my only guess because Settlers is a very repeatable mechanic. The ores can only spawn in so many places. I'm sure there are certain maps where you can easily map out the areas that the bots will need to click to get the ore, yada yada yada. If they were to make those ores give a lot of
That actually
gold,
does exist in Trend and shit.
yeah.
I
So
mean, there's bots farming Beast, there's bots farming Settlers. Settlers is literally.
yeah, so it's like
It's kind of crazy, to be honest.
that's my guess as to why they don't have like increased gold. Is this good? Nah, it's not that great. Why did that's my only guess as to why they don't have increased gold drops, like drop rate for settler monsters, because like that shit is ass to not have like I want to be able to do this where I can just, okay, these maps I'm going to farm a bit of settlers that's going to give me enough gold for like a week. I don't have to, and then I don't, if I wanted to, I don't have to touch it again for that week. Or that even gives me incentives to really just pile on better workers, because then I'm getting even more. I can now just fully send my shippers, you know, like I'm doing in TLI, because I'm engaging mechanics, so I have more coins. So like I would say I would suggest get it like go the Taylor approach and give it its own non-gold currency, but then we would then need more gold things. And I mean, I understand the reason why it exists as in its current form. I just think there should be ways while playing settlers for you to get gold very efficiently doing the mechanic. Even if it's a case of, oh, now your ore nodes give you gold instead of, but then that would be counterintuitive. So I don't even know. That would be very counterintuitive, seeing as you need those ore nodes to indeed get currency now. So yeah, there is no easy solution, sadly.
No, there's a very easy solution. Just remove it. Should have never gone core.
I disagree, but
Should have never gone core.
I disagree. As someone who enjoys the mechanic, ooh, 50 FE. As someone who enjoys the mechanic, I'm very happy it went core. That is the only mechanic I have seen from the review, and I was like, yeah, I want this to go core instantly.
Yeah.
The minute I saw it, I was like, yeah, I want this to go core. So big disagree there.
It basically has no like real gameplay, so I don't know. It's just like, I mean,
What do you
it's
mean has no real
perfectly
gameplay?
fine
How does
if
it have
someone
more gameplay
enjoys
than
it, but I
Breach?
just don't see the point of it.
Breach, you step on a circle and you kill monsters. What's the gameplay there compared to Settlers? Settlers actually has
Way
decision
more
making and
actual
stuff.
Gameplay than like
What?
Settlers is just micromanaging some things. It's
If it's not for you,
you're
that's
not playing your
fine.
character.
If it's not for you, that's fine. But to say there's no gameplay is just not true.
It is a form of gameplay, yes. It's not character related gameplay though.
How?
Well, clicking ores is not much.
Again, I bring you Breach.
Why you guys rage baiting each other? It's all good. You're both different players. Thank you.
Lol.
Can we just agree on something else? D4 bad.
I mean, D4 is bad.
No, it's supposedly a lot more fun now. I mean, the whole.
I don't know how much more fun D4 is. I'll be very honest with you.
He
Like,
already played it and he's like on
played it.
TLI.
like this is me saying I can still play. Like, I'm not done with it, but like stream retention is in the gutter for it, for me at least. And asides that, all through my gameplay with Warlock, at least, I think this might be a more specific Warlock issue than non-Warlock, but the minions are ass until potentially when you get uniques and aspect, and I think that's just not a great thing for.
I mean, for me, it's more like a.
Yeah, and there's less
wait
target
until it's
farming.
actually on sale at some point, then I'll consider it.
It's also less target farmable because, to my understanding, we no longer have access to the aspects that we got from dungeons. I don't think I saw anything that we could get from a dungeon aspect wise, and so now I think we're very reliant on the cube to give us legendaries because they're like some upgrade options. So we're basically limited by the resources that it takes to do that. And to my knowledge, and it could just be a case of I don't know because I'm not that deep into that sphere. I don't know how you target farm the cubes, like the specific Horadric cube resources aside maybe war plan rewards. But you can't exactly say, okay, this war plan, I want to see this as a reward for this. You have to just go see what you got as the war plans and what the rewards are, and you have to just take one on each level. So like, you know, it's rough on the lower end, that's for sure.
I haven't played it, so I don't know too much, but like, it's something like, okay, if Rex is saying actually this game is a lot more fun now, and they're doing a lot of things right, and some things definitely still need improvement, but they're doing a lot of things right.
There's fun there. No, nothing.
It's like, okay, I'll keep it in the back of my mind, I guess, once the expansion goes on sale, probably like in fall, something like it, like under half a year or something. There will probably be a sale. I'll pick it up.
The one thing that really rubs me the wrong way is what they did with the skill tree for free for people who don't buy the expansion. That shit's ass.
Yeah,
We were
that's
talking
just
about that
dumb.
earlier.
That's just
That's
no,
like
well,
that's
it's not
very
dumb,
cooked.
That's just greedy. It's just
Yeah.
There's no other way to put it.
But I mean, you need to consider that it's Blizzard. What?
Sadly. Yeah. It is what it is. Blizzard will Blizzard.
Perhaps we can be friends once you've turned to dust. Don't worry, we're still making preparations.
Blizzard will Blizzard.
From the gods, he forged the Aegis.
Do another 30 maps.
I don't know what shot I'm going to do besides God's chests.
Don't worry.
If I'm being honest.
Worshipped his gods.
It's just so it's just so consistent that I'm just like, what else is there that I think we did this consistent?
Consistency for me, bro.
What's that?
I link you.
You link me something?
Just my calculation for my last 30.
Let me see. $2.4K an hour. Sheesh.
But that was, 2 cages and
Yeah, but like
sprouts.
even without, well, yeah, the 3 sprouts is also adding to that.
I
But
mean,
without
feel like
those, it's still like 1,500 to like 1,800, I would say, an hour,
yeah, which is pretty standard, yeah, at this point.
and that's a good amount of money.
Makes sense. I think so.
Because like I think of my experiences with like past strats this league, and I'm not sure I've gotten anything that I can say nets me nearly as much as this does. Like this has been my closest to, what was my 1,700 an hour, 2K, something like that. I forgot what my per hour was yesterday. But anyways, close to that mark at least.
Yeah, I really like it because of that. Because I could just know that you're okay. 'Cause you don't feel that with Cube, right?
Mhm.
Even if you're not greeting,
Don't worry.
you could literally just still go a bunch of maps, a long map streak without cores, and that's just gonna feel bad. And then when you finally get the core, your pet didn't proc with it, even if it's 6, and you're just like, alright, nice, 1 core.
Mm-hmm.
Can't wait to sell these purple wedges.
We witnessed many
They're giga.
Cube really just be feeling like it's just not great. Because like all through Cube, it just feels like, yeah, I know I'm not going to drop anything in the map, but like at the end, surely I drop something good, right? And then you come out with 20 crystal, 20 purple, 20 purple. I'm like, okay. Next map is going to be better. Next map, you come out with 5 rolls, and you're like,
Don't worry.
okay. Well, if I'm clicking this, if I'm rolling the cube 5 times, at what point can I get lucky?
I have a question for you. I don't know if you have the answer to.
Shoot, I guess.
When you're doing settlers, let's say an island needs 4 things to level up. Is it 4 travels or is it 4 completed requests?
It is 4 full orders. So you have to fill up the order.
So I should probably refresh if I really want to get 7 fast.
Yeah. Because you get it.
7 is my bottleneck.
You get the reroll for every sent shipment, regardless of if you complete an order or not, which is why you can, if you want, you can have a T5 worker and you just keep sending to Sand Island or something if you really wanted to stack rerolls.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah. It's an option that you have available to you. But
So
I
end up doing your version.
I don't have like I haven't run out of refreshes so far, so I haven't needed to do anything of the sort. But it's a well, if it
What's that?
ooh, Doro. If it gets bad enough, I will consider doing it, you know. But I tend to try to make sure that all my resources are low. So if I send like 2 shipments now, and I know I've been stacking these 2 for a while, I know there's probably like a 3rd one that like if I refresh into, I can send that shipment. So I might try to refresh into it eventually and do that. If that makes sense.
So have a nice evening, you guys.
Good night.
Good evening.
Wait, what?
You had to. You had to. You had to bring it up.
He brought it up.
Deal with those settlers, man. Come on.
He said delete
It's
it,
all
and
for
I'm
the
like,
bait, too. You
what?
got rage baited.
He said delete it. I'm like, what do you mean delete it?
He always says delete it. I don't know why this one was the one that made your ears get hot. You got rage baited. Be better, man.
Guess what I just got? I just got 2 level 8s Sandlord resources from my shipment. So that's 1500 FE, 1600 FE from that one shipment. But that is nice. And the portent moon as well. GG.
Be AFK for a bit this evening to hang out with cats.
Oh, good.
After dinner, and I'll be back later in the evening. I don't know when I'm going, but I should.
Enjoy. So yeah, this map, just by clicking that already. Oh yeah, that's the reason why we haven't that, isn't it? Okay, we have enough T7s that we could just yoink them in there. Oh.
Really considering getting level 1 Sandlord, but I don't know.
I mean,
FOMO is too strong.
for that one chest, Abby.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, just get it. Just so you know you have it. But the FOMO is so strong.
What are you
Probably waiting till
thinking?
I'm actually set up. Realistically, because if I don't actually make it to set up and I give up at some point on the way, that'll be really annoying. So till I'm like, you know, set up to start sending shipments, but I won't consider it.
Okay. All right, let's hide this
I'm
Sandlord
thinking-
from the total profits.
Part of me is thinking Dream because Dream is still good. It's still relatively fun. And
Why am I
know-
hiding
the way I
Sandlord? I'm no
understand
longer
it from
tracking my.
Mickey's video.
I'm no longer tracking it. Why?
No.
Why ignore it? Go
The
on.
more you level up Dream, the more you can actually engage with the bubble mechanic.
Okay.
Can't really care about that shit when you have level 1. Like you can sometimes, but like it's usually not gonna give you anything. Dream is what a lot of people are asking for buffs to. So if anything actually gets a rework, like city style, it's probably Dream in terms of loot.
Okay.
And that makes me feel like, and this is cope, if I get Dream, I can swap.
That is cool.
Because I take every single time people complain about Dream in the crow's corner, I'm like, all right, season 3 of someone complaining, really hoping, because it does really suck when you're not just farming the Dream tokens.
Yeah. For me, whenever someone says Dream Farm in what they're farming, I was like, okay, cool, not for me, but cool. Like that's just my instant reaction whenever I hear Dream now.
I mean, I think it's just like any other map mechanic. I don't even think it's that controversial. I mean, I guess the swap thing, I guess.
Yeah, the swap thing,
The truth
and
is, when we get the set amount of damage, you're not really swapping anything. Like that bro is dying off screen, and it is what it is.
yeah, and that isn't going to feel good because the swap thing exists for a reason. It exists so that you can
Juice.
yeah, exactly. So killing the Jews before it's like dealing with memory strands all over again. And that is bound to not feel amazing, especially in a zoomy game like TLI, which is even zoomier than PoE.
Why aren't you using Flourishing Compass?
It's just a
Flourishing.
long time.
It's
Drop
just-
quant. Drop
Yeah, we
quant.
got just one.
The golden one.
Yeah.
It is not God's chest. It's a different mechanic altogether. Mm-hmm. It does something entirely different. It does it gives quant to the gods gameplays, and it adds all 4 gods gameplays to your map, and then you become reliant on the drops from the gods gameplays. So from God of whatever you're dropping from God of Hunt or Goddess of Hunting, God of Machines, all of that. So it's basically a 4 gods compass rather than a God's chest compass, because drop God's chest removes all quants you get from into those mechanics and then just gives you a chest at the end. This doesn't spawn any chests or anything like that.
Interesting.
I mean, isn't it cheaper than the actual God's
It
chest
is.
compass? Yeah, that's the
So
reason.
what's the use case? Like, if you want to use it in the strats?
You want to farm the 4 gods, I guess. You want to have God of War, Hunt, Machine, and
But not
Mighty on
God's
my map.
chest.
Yeah, it's not doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't give you God's chest. Like if you want to farm the 4 gods, then that'll be what you do, because it's chance for all 4 at the same time. And I think you also get quantity for God's gameplay for every God gameplay you've completed. So the last one you do should also have big quantity or something boost to it. So stuff like that. I don't know what strats will come out of it, but I won't be the one to find out. It's basically my
Like,
relationship with that.
honestly, a decent amount of these compasses, like this one, like we actually have more things to mess around with that are not necessarily gatekept by
Pets.
pets with that
Yeah.
kind of scarab.
Yeah.
Fingers kind of hurt from playing. Because
On
I'm basically just
controller?
holding my mouse the whole time. Doesn't feel that much better because I'm basically just holding my mouse the whole time.
Get your activation medium soon.
Sir, that's half damage. I just got to 1T. Can
It's-
I enjoy it?
It's half damage, sure. I don't know if it's half damage, but if you say it's half damage, I'll go with it's half damage. It's half damage, but way more quality of life.
I mean, you're not wrong, but I don't have to get it soon. Literally, it's motionless. It comes with the game.
But doesn't still attack come with a damage boost, which is why you'd want to go still attack? Or am I
Yeah, I
bugging?
guess so. Honestly, I haven't thought of it like that.
Like I wasn't thinking of motionless. Motionless is I see motionless as a clutch that you want to eventually get rid of, regardless of your build.
I'm at level 6 and Brew is only asking for like the most insane materials.
It's just a long, long time.
Oh, this is gonna be a pain. I gotta think.
Loaded. What's that?
Enjoy this moment. The champion deserves the honor.
So I guess if I include Sandlord, I'm making inflated 2k 2.4k FE an hour. I say inflated because I got those 2 really lucky items.
Conflicts carry the weight
But
of both honor and shame.
without them, I should check what it looks like without that shipment,
The winds will blow.
but with the other raids. But 2k saying 2k FE an hour for that is also just not the most accurate, because it's not replicatable without time. So there's also that.
Don't worry, we're still making preparations. We've witnessed many final moments like that.
was there even a cow level?
I think I remember
haven't seen a single
someone.
video.
I don't think there's a cow level. Okay, so without that drop, it's 1700 an hour. 1722 without that shipment run.
For what?
Just accounting for my old raid. I think I only have one raid on there, one raid run or set.
I mean, I have it. What does this do? Attack and cast speed.
Is it I say motionless or what?
Hold on. Which one is it? Still attack?
I think.
My finger hurts. So she's got me actually reconsidering. Oh, it actually gives you willpower. Holy, can you imagine? Still attack gives you willpower, which means I can still keep explode. That's insane. How much is level? How much is tier 1?
It'd be expensive. Just keep that in mind. Well, that's why I say is that something you look at, because I still remember the change in your quality of life when you got it the first time on, was it Erica?
Yeah, because I'm basically holding it down
And that just sounds ass.
like the whole time.
Like I couldn't do
I
that.
guess it's better than clicking.
I wouldn't do that. But then again, I'm a minion enjoyer, so the odds of me having to do that are very slim.
Is it only willpower?
Winds will blow away all traces.
I think you said there were different versions you could get or something last time you ran it, or I don't fully know, but I think there are different potential options or gems you could get.
2K. If I'm on level 20, it's pricey as fuck.
Why'd you care for level
5K.
20?
I don't. I'm just looking at the range. Level 16 is like 2,800.
And level 20 is 2k.
Oh, level 16 is 2,800. Level 20 is 5K.
Oh, okay. I think
Wait,
it's
it goes all the way up to 30.
still worth the investment. Because then all you're doing is
Yeah.
just you then just be pressing your mobility skill.
You're probably not wrong. Do I? 2,800.
If you have more than enough damage to clear, why don't you just throw in emotionless for now? It'll be damage loss, but you don't need damage for clear anyways.
Yeah, sure. It's like 10 FE. Is there really war range on these?
What's 10 FE? Still attack?
No, I was just looking at motionless.
You shouldn't be able to buy it. It's from getting to level 7 or level 7. The game gives you in any case, and I think it's typically bound.
Just give it a shot.
Are the source of the glow.
The chances she doesn't work with it though.
What doesn't work with it?
It happens when there's enemies next to you, right? Oh,
Yeah,
that's kind of us. That's kind of us. Because I can't preload anymore.
I mean you still can, and then when the enemy spawns, you just let it auto.
Honestly, it's kind of nice. Kind of nice.
What's that?
Oh, my hands are free.
Can be friends.
It's a lot less damage. I should not even check the damage.
What's the point in checking? You're using it for clear. You remove it when you
It's a lot
need
less
single
damage,
targets.
but goddamn. That was needed. Let's go on the boss and see how the damage looks.
You want to log out?
Guys. Dude, that's so nice. Bro, my fingers were hurting. I actually didn't I feel like a weight has been taken off my back. Yeah, I guess it's an attack.
Don't worry. We're still making preparations.
You're welcome, I guess.
I forgot to take this instead. That's what we should have been doing instead of being bitted.
What'd you say? Fucking bitch.
You knew better.
It triggered me. What do you mean delete it?
I don't know why it's
Y-
triggering you. He says it every time.
Yeah, and every
Will
time I
doesn't
ignore it, but
it.
like, I'm not out here saying delete mechanics I don't care about.
of your existence.
Well, you should just heard it and move on. It's like hearing a Reddit post. What does it matter? You got rage baited, and now I went to bed at 4 p.m.
Ah,
instead of 6.
no.
But he did say he was getting off, so.
Like, I'm not a fan of Legion. You don't hear me say, oh, delete Legion.
Perhaps we can be friends.
Why? My character just moved weird after going through that portal. That was kind of trippy.
Loaded. What's that?
I've been finding myself getting distracted by the lead mechanic. I need to stop. Well, it's fine at the end
It's
of the
actually
day.
fun.
Yeah, I don't want to skip it, but
Like
like,
my
I just don't drop anything.
Just use a couple swipes. Are you using quant bets with this strategy?
Yeah, I am. No reason not to.
Quants, Doro, and what?
Quant, Doro, I'll check. Quant, Doro, Chalk. Plain watcher chests or additional compass drop quant. I think I'm going for the chest. Yeah, I think I go for the chest.
The all boss is still just ass, right?
Yeah, like there's no benefit to us, I think, by clicking the
Who's
all
there
buffs.
benefit to?
People who are, I guess, running actual like Goddess of Hunting and want rewards from it. That's what I think benefits from it. But like, I don't know who'll be clicking Goddess of Hunting thinking they're going to make bank running Goddess of Hunting. I don't even know what Goddess of Hunting drops except emblems. You kill the extra boss, which drops the boss's material, so it's a nice add-on for boss rushing. But then you don't care about the quant of the actual Goddess of Hunting, so I don't know. But yeah, I think that last compass, honestly, you just use it with whatever. If you just wanted to farm any god mechanic, because it's quantity for the mechanic, so no reason to run it without it. Like, why would you do god of machines if you can get 100% additional quant to it with that compass? You can still throw that and the god of hunting, or together, and do that. I'm just now seeing the icon for this. I didn't know what the art looked like. Kind of cool. I came here for something. Voidlands.
Overwhelm compass.
The funny thing is I keep just buying Voidlands without thinking, but like all of them are cheap and I can go to literally any biome.
Glacial.
Glacial is probably, yeah, it's still the most expensive. Like I can afford it, but like,
I think it's probably worth pivoting if you can at this point.
why?
Drop.
What
Doesn't
does
have,
it
like, a
drop?
full exclusive drop.
When I checked, it's just the uniques from the Watcher. And
Isn't the card as well?
what card?
Like the mirror one? Mirror 7 years bad luck mirror card.
I don't think I've looked everywhere and I can't find anywhere that says, oh, it still has exclusive cards. The exclusive drops it shows here, which is disappearing shadow, drops everywhere, like literally everywhere, every single biome. Like unless I the exclusive drops here, Surging Inspiration I don't think is worth anything yet or right now. I could check, but I don't think it's worth anything. And yeah, it's not worth anything. And div card wise, I can't see any div cards on the maps that's saying, oh yeah, this can only be gotten here. So I don't know if it is, like, I have no reason to think it is. I don't know. Like, if you can show me, then, you know, what
Honestly,
could
I don't
be.
know enough, so I just asked. So when I answer, I'll let you know.
Yeah,
If it's just the boss thing, then
because there used to
I
be
thought-
this be a very
I thought
expensive
it
div
was just
card.
a 7 years card.
They changed the div card drops a while ago, and I assumed the reason was more expensive was still because of that, but I haven't found where it says what cards drop, so I don't know. But from what I can see, nah. 0.54.
According to Viz, it's just because there's no long maps in the rotation, so they're all just short maps.
So yeah, there aren't any exclusive card drops, is what that means.
Thunder is the best boss drop.
Thunder. What does Thunder drop again? Let me check. Heart of the Storm. What would still be worth anything? Heart of the Storm, maybe? That's like the only thing that wasn't available in T7, if I remember correctly. I feel like Glacial Abyss should be, not Glacial Abyss, Blistering Lava Sea should be okay.
Some of the Voidland maps are kind of ass.
Does anybody
Let's
remember the
see.
name of the item again? I mean, this isn't worth anything.
Might be the Ralph's chest, right?
Ralph's chest isn't there. Not an exclusive drop, anyways. Thunder Waste. What was it called again? We checked this one. Also, we did check it. It's ass. Okay. So Heart of the Storm and potentially Eternal Sun, but like those are the only two, and I don't see them being expensive. So it should be a trinket. Heart of the Storm. Yeah, Heart of the Storm is worth money. Like 300, 400 FE.
Yeah, is it the Trinity one? I think it is, right?
Automatically generate a wind field centered on yourself. You gain Storm for each attack horizontal approach used recently. Storm effect. Storm being Proc speed.
Oh shit. That's
Proc
insane.
speed and deal more damage to enemies that are more distant, dealing up to 150% additional damage to enemies 10 meters away. And they get Storm effect, and it stacks up to 10 times. So I assume it's really good for the chromatic shot.
Yeah.
Which is why it's still worth something. So yeah, best board shots would probably be that. Would I go lava, thundering waste because of it? Probably not.
You're getting a zone like that zone you rush in T7 and that's its ass. That zone sucks. Well, you know, boss rushing.
Yeah. Demi-Man Village, you mean? Because I think he has a version of Demi-Man Village. I forget the
No, the
name.
Prophet's the Prophet one.
Yeah, that's one. That's one's
Not
ass.
boss rushing.
Yeah, because it's literally a stick man. You go right, you go all the way down, you portal back up, you go up, you turn the corner, and then you do the same thing for the other side, and then you go kill the boss. Like,
Witnessed many final moments like that.
Enjoy this moment. The champion deserves the
Do you want to do driving landing shit tomorrow?
tomorrow
'Cause I'm kind of bored.
we could probably do that. I don't think I have anything planned for tomorrow that I'm aware of.
Do you know a place we can go?
I know somewhere.
What's that?
I know somewhere.
Like a stadium or what?
It's just a parking lot that's typically empty on Sundays.
Let me know what time works for you and I'm down. Pretty
Sure,
much down whenever.
sure, it'll probably be in the afternoon or something. We'll see.
Conflicts carry the
We shall see.
and shade.
I told myself I was going to get a drink much earlier. I forgot. Now I am feeling a bit hot. I remember clearly. After this map, we'll go to do that.
The winds will blow away all traces of your existence.
With my window open, I kind of forgot my projector was on. I just took off my headphones. I was like, wait, what is that? What is that sound?
Enjoy this moment. The champion deserves the honor.
What is that? Oh, that looked like it was a rare.
Don't worry, we're still making preparations. We've witnessed many final moments like that. Some
All right, give me a quick second. I'm gonna go get a drink and I'll be right back.
we have many friends. One, two. It's enough. We're fond of this sky. The stars that vanish at dawn return once more at nightfall.
All right, I am back. I have my drink. And we can keep farming.
I already hit my goal of the league, so really I need to be careful here because I can feel it.
You're like,
When I
but
killed that boss, I knew I should have at least stalled for a bit longer.
man,
I really would love to experience eternity though. Like I really want to. And I'd like to go further, especially like with a build like this that you know like infinitely scales.
Mhm.
That would be really cool. Those two
You
are
get
good.
you get to experience a new part of TLI you haven't actually gotten to experience so far. And I think that might be cool for you.
I think I made it to 17 last time. I don't remember. Did I just stop at 15? I don't really remember.
Add the letter B. Right? Or S, or you're talking about SS.
SS.
Mm.
Definitely want to complete city defense. So
Yeah, that one you actually need damage cap to finish Cities Event 7. Oh, you can get carried as well, so I guess there's that. Do I want to go compass drop quant, or do I want to go golden mystery chests? Mystery test chests are really good. I'll go drop a compass drop quant just because it's available for more maps.
Conflicts carry the weight of both honor and shame.
Don't worry, we're still making preparations.
Why does my FPS feel like it's, yep, it was like 20. I don't know why I was suffering, but I guess because I was close to the league mechanic.
Don't worry, that world is not scary. It's just a long, long time of loneliness.
Enjoy this moment. The champion deserves
Why am I echoing on? What was that? Why? Wait, is it possible that God of Might and God of War finished at the exact same time, and I saw that's why the echo was there with the exact same? Maybe. Did they? I don't think they say the same thing.
conflicts carry the weight of both honor and shame.
Perhaps we can be friends.
sleepy.
What's that?
Sleepy.
I was sleepy earlier. No, I think I'm fine. But for me, the reason I was sleepy, I think, was because of the food.
worshipped his god.
Because I ate it right before stream, and whew,
I would do it.
I ate swallow as well. So it's like, okay.
Literally do it.
I was just fighting the other. Okay, we need to wake up. But yeah, I'm good.
Don't worry, we're still making preparations.
My glider is on the attack. Nice. I really like that when your gliders are on that attack, they don't just stop their mission.
We've witnessed many
Like they go on and do the other ones, and then whenever you come back, you handle the battle.
some are enemies.
Like it just feels ass when you send mappers in PoE and all of a sudden, oh, Baba caught them. Now you went to sleep. Too bad. You come back and you send them again. Like why? Like I know it's more realistic, but like at the end of the day, this game is fiction. Just saying. Let them do what they're doing, and then for the sake of my quality of life, and then we can come back and talk about immersion. Because I'm immersed in this game, and the loot I'm earning. Who is this? Cerberus? Oh, Cerberus. Has Cerberus always had a health bar?
Witnessed many final moments.
I guess so. Probably.
Some were our friends.
In the flame stolen from the gods, he forged the Aegis.
Enjoy this moment. The champion deserves the honor.
The cowardly worship his gods henceforth.
What is this? Dude, the FPS one on the lead mechanic is kind of just ass. What the hell? Let me try taking graphics and taking it down a bit. Turn off anti-aliasing as the first step. Let's see if that helps. And if I still notice the big drops, we'll go from there.
Conflicts carry the weight.
But like, it's only when I'm streaming that I notice that I get FPS drops during the mechanic, I think.
Long time.
So somehow it is unoptimized compared to the rest of the game, bruh. Arcane might just be passing out in his chair.
In the flame stolen from the gods,
Or he's AFK at this point. I feel like he's passing out.
I'll be back, bro.
Yep. He was passing out. What is this?
Enjoy this moment. The champion deserves the honor.
Holy moly indeed. I think this is fine. So what exactly is my goal, my money goal? We saw it was like 3-ish K.
Perhaps we can be friends.
Was it 3K? Well, if it was 3K, I can afford it, actually. I'll check. Or 3 point something wicked. Eventually, I have to go for Friend of the Spirit Magi. I hope they are cheaper. I should check the price, check them too. Because I need to have one on my Erosion Magi. My Stone Magi doesn't really need support gems. Because eventually, I think I might get enough Origin from generics. Actually, no, he probably needs superpower. But he probably won't need precise Friend of the Spirit Magi. But he also just caps out very early on in terms of Origin needed to hit his 50% reduced hit damage taken. So but then again, he does have the nourishment boost that is transferred that I might want to keep boosted. So I don't know. We'll see. Before we do anything, item collection, kill, friend. Honestly, it's not. I can afford that. Eventually, I can actually farm my way to that. Like, it's not too big of a deal. Bruh. DPS is 3600 now. Saj. I was like, did I never buy it? But yes, this is this one I was selling. Cool. So wait, if it's 3600, I can literally get it right now if I just sell a few things. This is probably the easiest thing to sell because it's constantly dropping in value, like consistently. But at the same time, let me real quick check something. Let me real quick check something.
We do not understand why a rapidly fading light.
What do I need for source? Because I'm going to need to get source material soon. Indifference is, I guess, potentially an option, but I'm going Circle of Life. I want to go Circle of Life, so I won't have the benefit of being able to do that. Oh, this has rally. Cool. I could just search it, but I'm also just down to. It has dirty tricks. Huh. I didn't know it had dirty tricks. I guess maybe I did. Maybe I did. Is it here? Yeah, it is. So I did know. Okay. I thought we were getting source because with source. Oh god, it needs level 9s. Wait, I do need it. So to get source, I'm just going to need 2k and like 400 because I have this 1400. So instead of costing 3400 liquid, I only need. Oh, this is very doable actually. This is very doable. Okay. Okay. We'll save them. We'll save them. How much did we say this thing was? 3600, right? Let's sell some shit. We need only 300. What are we selling? We're not selling sandalwood. We're not selling golden cage. Because the reason I'm not selling sandalwood is because I will soon be going for my Vorax belt. And once I go for my Vorax belt, then I'm going to want to put source on it. I'm not selling golden cage or sandalwood. I can sell my deep space resonance. Something I could do. And I need to get rid of these guys. Yeah, 12 is just nothing. Once that sells, that's literally enough. So now we wait until it sells. Have you farmed Sandlord? Do you swap pet in raid battles? I don't swap pets in battles, but when I enter Sandlord, it swaps to my Oasis pets, and I think I'm on Oasis pets until I leave Sandlord. So I should have Oasis pets while doing raids, yes. Just have it once you're in that area. For the air raid, you mean the ship, the raiders, right? Like the mappers,
Don't worry. We're
not the shippers, right?
missions.
Yeah. I think my sandlord is just up once I'm in that area, so there's no reason to not have sandlord in there. I think that's the one area I also don't even use Doro, which I guess I could probably min-max if I wanted, if I cared enough. But I would rather just not think about it.
Enjoy this moment. The champion deserves the honor.
The winds will blow away all traces of your existence.
I see you dropping a lot of FP and compasses, so yeah, I was wondering if you was swapped to Doro during that battle. Nah, I just let it be like completely RNG, because if I remember correctly, the Oasis pet could proc and double your raid rewards anyways. You could technically use Doro in place of like a blue, or in place of the blue one. I don't think I care enough to do that, but you could. You probably could.
We've witnessed many final moments.
Like, would you lose out on quant for the raids? Have the legendary, have the purple, and then you can switch to maybe Doro for the blue pets, but up to you. I think for the most part I see more probes than I see compasses, though I do know there are compasses in there. But I wouldn't use my default Oasis pets. Like if my default Oasis page, I wouldn't use Doro there. I'd rather have the blue one, because that's where I get all my source of like getting max workers, from the blue and purple, which is my only source of level 8 workers currently, because I don't do deep space, right?
Worship his gods. Henceforth.
Conflicts carry the weight of both honor and shame.
Was that deep space resonance with that sound, or is that something else?
Perhaps we can be friends once you've
In the flames stolen from
I need to check my strings after this map, or at least soon. I need to check it soon.
worship his gods.
Thank you, Dora. Appreciate it.
Enjoy this moment. The champion deserves the honor.
Oh god, there's sirens in the background. I wanted to check something. I didn't remember what it was, but I wanted to check something. What did I want to check?
You know, the void is not truly empty.
I don't remember what I wanted to check.
There on occasion, but they shatter on contact.
Huh. Okay. Well, I guess if it's important enough, I remember. I feel like it is, but no, I don't remember.
Conflicts carry the weight of both honor and shame.
Did I drop something? Would it be something I dropped?
In the flame stolen from the gods, he forged the Aegis.
Don't worry. That world is not scary. It's just a long, long time of loneliness.
The coward
Worship his gods. Enjoy this moment. The champion deserves the honor.
There's a chest down here.
Conflicts carry the weight of both honor and shame.
Like there, I would have preferred to get a much better angle with the revive, but it just procced. Which is my biggest pet peeve with the revive mechanic. Still a good mechanic overall.
Perhaps we can be friends once you've turned to dust.
Enjoy this moment. The champion deserves the honor.
The coward worship his gods henceforth.
Conflicts carry the weight of both honor and shame.
Worry. That world is not scary.
In the moment you strike a chord, voices
Yeah, I'm not worried about that with these events.
sing right back to you.
Oh, I think I now remember what it was. It was meant to be looking at strings, I think. Wait, did I do the god's chest here?
Conflicts carry the weight of both
No, I didn't. Where is might? Good thing I remembered. I was just like, yo, I don't know that I remember doing it. Brother.
Don't worry. We're still making preparations.
I think I just narrowly missed it.
the champion deserves the honor.
Holy flashbang. What the fuck? That was that bug.
His gods henceforth.
All right, let's check our this now. Holy, it keeps going. All right, it's sorted. Let's start with you. You're kind of just bis. Yeah, just like this guy, your abyss. I don't need this. I do need Moon's Echo. My Moon's Echo has max charges. I need 2 sources of different max charges. So now if I can find Celestial River with 2 charges, with 2 radius mods, then we can swap both of them. Yeah, blue is kind of rough. Yeah, blue is. Oh, I don't have it then. Okay, then there's no upgrade really. Best I can do is upgrade this max charges to legendary while downgrading one of the radiuses to blue, which is kind of just suckish. All right, I think we should recycle everything else though. It's kind of wild just how many we have. I thought there'd be a max limit on this. There might not be, actually. Should I leave it? Let it keep piling? Sure. Because if I leave it, it becomes harder to sort or to, because like I'll see everything I just saw next time when I'm looking for the same stats that I'm looking for today.
Honor and shame.
In the flames stolen from the gods, he forged the Aegis.
Perhaps we can be friends once you've turned to dust.
But the cowardly worshipped his gods henceforth.
Enjoy this moment. The champion deserves the honor.
I'm getting hoarse again.
Many final moments like that.
The truth. Okay. Why is there no in between? It's either I'm just freaking hot or I tired. With no in between seemingly. What is this? 3% damage avoid. That is not good. This is better. Not great, but better.
Conflicts carry the weight of both honor
Wait,
and shame.
I don't remember if the item I was trying to sell actually sold. Because that's one thing I want to do today before we end stream. I want to make sure I get that wicked support so I see the increase in damage. Because we already have all the origin effect from small nodes. Only thing we have missing is star trails, which are impactful, but are not a priority right now. Our priority is to get the belt and then go for star trails. It actually could be star trail into belt. I'm indifferent. I just want to make sure I have a good enough regen on the Magi before I go for it. So maybe I'll actually do star trail before belt. We'll see. Oh yeah, it did sell. Both of them. There we go. So, oof, sorry. So looking at this, I'm going to stand still.
Please select the calibration intensity for invincibility number 2.
I'm just going to let this do its thing. And see how big of an average damage boost it is. Says we're averaging like 2.5 to 3 bill. 3 T.
Why a rapidly fading life should dream every day. I've had all those dreams.
Do it for a minute. And I'll look at the average DPS because it should be a night and day difference. Seven, 8, 9, boom. Highest is 3.7, average is 2.56. Why did you not have nourishment? Weird. Because I changed gems, probably. That was probably the erosion magi. You know, actually, I honestly have already forgotten what the numbers were.
We have many friends. 1, 2. It's
I'll put it up on my second monitor. $2.5. Okay, it was 2.562 and 3.7. Like, you see what I mean about like it just being so finicky? Like we should have gotten a big chunk of damage, but maybe so like I don't fully understand. This is higher. This is lower. This is lower. But there's no universe where we should have where we are losing damage for getting a better wicked. So there was either a very lucky series of events on the old one, or there was a very unlucky one on this one, or it's because I was moving before I started it. I don't fully know where this discrepancy comes from, but there is clearly a discrepancy somewhere. Like this one will probably be higher than the last one because, as you can see, it's hitting 5T, and it's staying there for a bit. This is 4.4, so this is already higher to begin with. That's already way higher. It's like 500 bill higher. Actually, it's like 800 bill higher. Like, it's so weird. Like, I'm seeing 3T hits now, kind of semi-regularly, so like definitely DPS increase, and now we can actually see the DPS increase a lot better. So like, I don't know what changed, if I'm being very honest, between the one we just clicked now and this one, aside just maybe getting a lucky run of crits or an unlucky run of crits or something. Like now, this shows like it's like almost a 300 B average DPS increase, which is of course very big. But like, it's so weird. Trying to figure out what the actual DPS is of this of my character, right? You know what I just realized as well? I could easily just... Why haven't I done this? I have skins for them. I just remembered I have skins for them. Like, I just remember that those skins exist for a reason. Anyways, DPS increase, which is very, very nice. Our current Ordrak rank is 3159. Let's see where we get to.
The wind is gathering again. What comes, go. It's not
Ow.
easy to leave all of
And the breath is going to kill me one more time. Yeah, I figured. 3144. I could have gotten further, but we didn't have the DR for it yet. But I think that might be a new high score. Yeah, it is. 3159. We're right here. We can't pass this person. Same with this one. Maybe not this one. If I didn't die on the beam on that line mechanic, then I would have passed both of those guys. Maybe the third one, I don't fully know. Speaking of Ordrak, we need to make sure this isn't being taken into account on the loot tracker. And we need to do Supreme Showdown. We can't do her yet because I'm not tanky enough to even think about it. But I am tanky enough to try to 3-star the bride. The next set, we're going to pick up this big guy on the left. We should be able to 3-star it, right? Yep.
We've witnessed many final moments like that. Some were our friends.
So that's the 3-star. Does that count as... Oh god, it doesn't. Whose bright idea was this? So I have to go back and manually 3-star everybody? Okay, well, 3-star them when I can one-shot them. All right, that's going to be the plan. But we're currently 7th. We are going to do 19 once we finish with the... Once we finish getting our defensive layers. Like, I'm very curious to see how much dots we take once I get this belt, the extra 16% damage transfer and source alongside Talons of Abyss and the mods we have here, including CDR. This should be such a big damage boost as well as survivability boost. And then I would also try to get a I'm thinking I need to also try to get support, precise protection fields, 2 of them. Once I can get 2 of these, i.e. 1000 FE, I can get this to 9%. So I would then be at 70% damage transfer. I could even, if I care to, I could even go for an extra, like, I think it's 8% or 6% damage transfer here if I'm willing to sacrifice some damage to also get some transfer. Either way, all this to say, I'll get some more damage transfer, and with the origin scaling, we should have the full less dot damage from here, and we should also have that. I either go for the less damage over time here, or I go for less damage at low mana. I think I'm leaning towards low mana, but honestly, less damage at 8k ES is also pretty tempting. That being said, once we switch, we are not going to be at 8k ES. We are going to be at our ES is going to be much lower because we wouldn't have the ES we have from this belt, Light Hunter. So we'll have to figure that out. Honestly, it's as simple as T1 slash T0 in some mods like this one. This is already T1, so that's fine. Going for T1, like just basically boosting our ES and then going to the tree and getting more of these ES nodes instead of minion damage nodes. So like, there's a bunch of places that you can do it. Just in place of minion damage, I'll just instead get life every single time. Maybe not in place of crit, but like instead of this, I'd pick this. I think I honestly should even just swap it right now. This already has ES and chance to avoid ailments. I really need to switch this this guy. There should be an ES node I'm probably not taking somewhere. Probably. Lich has damage, we switch to that. There's ES here that we could also use, but there's no alternative to it. Like, there's no reason why I should. Maybe if I get slightly more compensation from Star Trail, I might be able to switch or something. But any compensation I get should also be going into support gems that are going to eat compensation, like protection field. But I guess I already have protection field, so like I guess more like precise self strength in numbers. think that one should also be minus compensation. So we don't have as much compensation room as it seems.
Conflicts carry the weight of both honor and shame.
But anyways, we have big DPS boosts. I can't say I remember what the number we ended up at, ended up being, if I'm being honest. I can go check what I think is like 3 point something. I don't remember. Either way, it's not like it's accurate, so it's a number that I don't really have to bother too hard in remembering. Either way, we'll be at 5T very soon, and once we're at 5T,
The winds will blow away all traces of your existence.
Enjoy this moment.
anyways, once we're at 5T, it's going to become so much harder figuring out when we're at dot cap, or when we're at damage cap rather, just by thanks to the nature of this build. But we'll keep scaling. We'll keep scaling until we can be SS20. I think is just going to be the benchmark I have for the build. Oh, I beat an SS20. All right, I'm probably close to damage cap, probably.
Honor and shame.
But I guess once every single ultimate they cast is hitting for 3T, like 3T, 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 then from that point on, the only thing that matters is CDR. And if there's a universe where I switch to wind rhythm for the cooldown from cast speed, but then it would scale with my cast speed, and as such there would be, it would scale up from my cast speed, so I would need to actually start scaling cast speed and quick decisions and some other things to also help boost the
The champion deserves the honor.
there's a compass there. Why do you delay me like so?
Don't worry, we're still making preparations. We've witnessed many final moments like that.
But yeah, once I start hitting nothing but 3Ts per hit, at that point, if I start seeing zeros, that is, or something, what I'll end up doing is I'll end up trying to, from then I'll just start scaling CDR. Like, CDR would then be the thing I scale the most of. It might also be, like I said, I might end up going wind rhythm just to give it CDR. I don't really remember if it will actually affect the CDR of the minion. I don't think it does. I genuinely don't think it does. I think the only reason wind rhythm works for Grim Phantoms is because you're using a spammable skill and it's your player's CDR that matters for it.
Enjoy this moment. The champion deserves
Worship his gods, henceforth.
Everything that looks good.
The winds will blow away all traces of your existence.
In the flames
can be friends once you
The coward worshipped his
What are all these? Ooh. Let's see what are all these body blocks that I keep running, because I'll run, I blink, my character stops. I'm like, what? And I blink again, it stops again. I'm like, how am I doing one step per blink? I don't know what it was. I assume it was one of those mobs that keeps spawning, that spawns like an obstacle or that purple wall-esque looking thing. That's my assumption. Could be wrong on that, because it does have a cooldown on that ability, but maybe like that guy just now, maybe it was a mix of different types or something. I don't know. Or there are multiple and they were staggered, or who knows.
In the flames stolen from the gods, he forged the Aegis. The coward worshipped his gods henceforth.
Conflicts carry the weight of both honor and shame.
In the flames stolen from the gods, he forged the Aegis.
The good news is our cooldown is actually not bad so far. The biggest evidence I think of this is just God of Might, like how quickly we can actually clear the waves, because at a best case scenario you're clearing only one wave.
Worshipped his gods henceforth.
don't worry. That
You're
world is
at the best case scenario you're clearing only one wave per ult, and now our speed is actually going up. I can feel it going up, which is good. Like there we're actually out before the timer finished. And to be fair, we did gain like 80 basically in the past like day or something. So it's that.
Honor and shame.
Or we gained over 80.
In the flames stolen
I think in the ideal case scenario, I will drop my friend Nemesis. I think Empower effect is important. I genuinely think it's important. But it's one of those things where it's a very big reason why I experienced the. Thank you there. It's a very big reason why I experience as much damage swing as I do. Because without it, it would be proccing every 5 abilities. And I think, honestly, with the way the minions work, I think you'll have a decent shot. How about no? I think we'll have a decent shot at landing on the ultimate ability
The weight of both honor and
for when it actually has full benefits. It's kind of hard to describe with this freaking ultimate, with this freaking empower. Basically, it has a big bonus, and then for every ability the Magi casts, it reduces that bonus. And I think it stacks 5 times with the amount of the amount of times it can reduce from the effect can go -5 or something like that. I could be misunderstanding it, but it's kind of like very weirdly worded. But in any case, that means once they cast it, the very first ability after has the highest amount of bonus damage for it, and as such, we would ideally want it to be our ultimate ability that benefits from it.
don't worry.
But as it stands, it's just RNG. If it's going to be the ultimate, or it's going to be base ability. I wish there was a way to stop them from using their base abilities. I really do wish that was possible. But I don't think it is. Like, I would have liked it if with the ultimate chance, you just remove, like, when they're not casting ultimate, you're just not doing anything, you know? They already removed Empower, which was good, which meant Empower wasn't eating nourishment. But like, I would still have liked if they just turned off base attacks. But I understand why, because if they did that, then you'd have literally 0 DPS between ultimates when in full bloom, which is probably not great in most cases. But like, yeah.
It's just a long, long time of loneliness.
Even if it's just a frost specific magnificent gem or something, you know? Because I recognize that unlike the other Magi, Frost actually does, that's kind of like a counter synergy for Frost specifically. That the others don't really have to deal with. Let me see. Yeah, no one is touching vengeance, and then nobody is. You know, this probably also plays a big role in it. And I think once I get max frostbite rating on my ring in place of double damage chance, we'll honestly have more stable damage. Maybe I should try doing that real quick. Real talk. I need to go for frostbite rating. It's a DPS loss until I fix my double damage chance from elsewhere. But what it does now is it makes sure this is always 100. So enemies are never not frozen. At the very least.
We have many friends. 1, 2. It's enough.
So yeah, now I'm incentivized to fixing the double damage chance on my king and offhand, because that double damage chance is going to get me to 100%, right? As far as I remember. Double damage chance, this guy can get as high as, where's double damage? 40%. I think on T0 it gets up to 50. And I think this guy is also similar, 40%. T0 will probably be 50. And so on and so forth, you know. I was thinking to figure out res, but res is something where once I have enough, I'll switch this erosion res for hybrid res and get it to T1 and then get erosion res elsewhere. But that is not something I do now. I can't spend money until I'm ready to go for my next upgrade. Now that I have a decent wicked, I either go for my belt or I go for I either go for my belt or I go for Star Trail. Either or. I think I'm down to go for a Star Trail.
Every inch it rises, the world dissolves until we're
Perhaps we can be friends once you've turned to dust.
Enjoy this moment. The champion deserves the honor.
I'm only doing that because of the Sparkle guy. All right, let's go.
We've witnessed many final moments.
The airship is ready. Shall we?
Level 7 minor. It's kind of hoping for a level 8. Bruh. You got 2 minus 50%. That's a 15% risk chance, my G. It's not 20, it's not 50%. I hope you're aware. Oh Jesus. Whew.
We've witnessed many final moments like that. Some were our friends. Some
Compass deep space, huge.
we've witnessed many final moments like that. Some were our friends.
What's that?
Some our enemies.
Holy, did we do the portent moon? I don't think so, right? She showed up. Does that not mean she duped? Guess not. So now that is the last of their free raids. We don't have to worry about it till tomorrow-esque.
Conflicts carry the weight of both honor and shame.
Don't worry, we're still making preparations. The wind.
I feel like I want to craft my Vorax piece on a day I stream, but with how this next week is going to be uncertain stream-wise, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. I'm hoping I can stream come Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday, I will be reacting to PoE launch. So there's that. And I think I'll be reacting live. But I don't think it might not be for the entirety of the like night, depending on how things go at work. Because I'm going to be working from home on Thursday, so we'll we'll see. We'll see. Cash in remote work benefits. Anything scary here? Does it look like it? Should be fine.
Conflicts carry the weight of both honor and shame.
In the flames stolen from the gods, he forged the Aegis.
I need to check to see if I actually duped that portent moon or if it was just one she gave to them and so it didn't dupe. Ooh.
Enjoy this moment.
Let me check real quick. Nah, I only dropped one portent moon. Compass deep space is 189? Okay. It's the price of the two I dropped. Okay, I was like, yo, there's no fucking way. You know, I actually haven't dropped a dull probe yet. I wonder if there's a difference, a special source of that, or if it's just that rare. Because I know Deep Space has a clock, a dull probe. I'm just not realizing I've never seen it. I think across seasons as well. Just I've never seen it. Now, granted, this is the season I think I'm doing raids the most religiously. Like I always have like I'm always on cooldown with my raids essentially.
The cowardly worship his gods, henceforth.
Enjoy this moment. The champion deserves the honor.
Four chests aside the god chest is kind of nice. As the sun rises, I can see less and less of my screen. I might eventually have to increase the brightness on this.
In the flames stolen from the gods, he forged the Aegis. The cowardly worship his gods, henceforth.
Conflicts carry the weight of both honor and shame.
traces of your existence.
In the flames stolen from the gods,
I feel like I should go see if that beacon is
Enjoy this moment.
deep
The champion deserves
glacial abyss.
Don't worry, we're still making.
but the coward worshipped his gods henceforth.
How do I have 32 refreshes? I had 27 just not long ago. What? How? Okay.
conflicts carry the weight of both honor and shame.
In the flames stolen from the gods, he forged the heat.
Yeah, this glare is insane. What the fuck?
Coward worshipped his gods.
Now I'm just thinking, do I close my window or not? I feel like it's a, if I do, I just die from heat angle. So that's probably not the best idea. Probably isn't. Rock on a hard place type shit. All right, I think that's just the cue to go to end stream. We made it actually a decent amount of progress today. I think we're currently at like probably somewhere between 3 and 4 T in DPS. I'm the further we go in damage, the harder it gets to even try to guesstimate the damage or the average DPS we're doing. It's so awkward. But I mean, we'll see how it keeps going. What do you call it? The next upgrade we're going to be pushing for is likely to be Star Trails. If I do Star Trails off stream, then I can probably delay Vorax long enough so you guys can see the craft. But worst case scenario, I just craft Vorax off stream as well. We'll see how it goes. This week, stream is going to be finicky. Monday, I will not be streaming. That I know for a fact. Tuesday is a 50-50. I don't quite know how Tuesday is going to look like, so we'll have to see. On Monday I'll stream. Thursday Monday I'm not. Thursday I will. Those are the only 2 dates I know for a fact. I will be keeping you guys up to date on Discord as usual, if I'm streaming, if I'm not, or the next time I think I might stream. But for the most part this week I'm not going to stream much because, like I said, I have work at night, and because I have work at night, that just means I don't have time to stream this week. But like I said, Thursday we're making an exception. Thursday we're going to be reacting to that reveal, non-negotiable, and then we'll be back to our regular stream schedule by Saturday. Saturday week is over. Saturday back to Monday, and then we go forward until the next time I have to work at night. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for stopping by. Appreciate it. Right now, I will be going to probably take a nap, or at least close that window and deal with the heat consequences or something else, I'm going to be streaming. I'm going to be farming up, and we'll see what my next upgrade is if it ends up not being Star Trails. Still on the fence. I haven't fully decided, but the current idea is Star Trails in any case. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna see you potentially on Thursday, potentially sooner. We'll see how it goes. Till then, have a good night.